A minor leaguer is assigned temporarily to a new role.
It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the minors continues with a stop in the Southern League. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Mobile Bay Bears and the Mississippi Braves. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Nate Pike gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Leading off for the Braves.
At the plate, get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. Now the pitch. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up today. And guys, this team took it on the chin last game. And I think a lot had to do with the fact that they're not playing great defense. Committed 2 errors in that one in some big opportune times, and it came back to bite them. Something to look forward to today.
Ready now, Josh Rogers. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Josh Rogers.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Allen racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch. So they go quietly here in this half. Now at the plate, Josh Rogers. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him.
Make the turn.
Liner in there for a base hit. And the go-ahead run will move up to third and wisely hold there with nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Left fielder, number 23.
Now at the plate, Danny Santana. His line includes a single and a fly ball in 2 at-bats thus far. Now a fly ball, but far too shallow to get that run in. Story makes the catch, and now they might be able to double them off at first. On to first, a double play. Striding in, Josh Rogers. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. The 0-1. Line toward the alley in left center. Oh, and he misses it.
On the ball.
And the winning run is across to score. And guys, a very important outing turned in on the mound for the man you see right there. He was a big factor, of course, and is the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Well, it's not that often a relief pitcher that's not a closer gets props like this, but this.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Mobile Bay Bears and the... Coming to the plate now, Josh Rogers, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Sliders in for a strike. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a fight. This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Digging in for his second at-bat, Josh Rogers. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air to center field. Hedrick will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left. 3 innings complete. Mississippi's out in front 2-0. Now at the plate, Jason Taguchi. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Jason Taguchi.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Attempt here. And the throw to first will be in time, so they stamp out the bunt attempt. Stepping up to the plate, Josh Rogers. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Josh Rogers.
Here comes the first pitch. A knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
From a hitter's perspective, you knocked a donut off your bat knowing 2 things. This pitcher is out on the mound looking for a strikeout or a double play, so you better set your sights at least belt high.
On to first, and it's a doubles coming to score from third. Digging in once again, Jason Taguchi. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Jason Taguchi.
This one's down to third. Rogers takes it in. The tag, and he is out. So it's no runs on a hit, no error. At the plate, Josh Rogers. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Josh Rogers.
Lined hard toward right center. Now a dive by the right fielder, but it kicks off his glove.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Roy, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. The 1-2. Popped up. In there, a base hit. He'll get it into second, and he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Cornell.
Drilled to the right side. The tag gets 1, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. And now this is going to turn into a triple play, and that will end the inning. And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player. The stars of tomorrow get their shot in the limelight today as the show's coverage of the Southern. Warren Quick, the Nebraska native, will be the starter on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn in this one here today.
Only played at first, so the sacrifice works that time. Time now to give you a look at the batting order. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Josh Rogers. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Now the 1-0. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Now to the plate, Johnny Bump, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Popped him up. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit. Standing in, Josh Rogers. He singled his last time up. To short. Fairchild has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. Leading off the inning, Josh Rogers, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Hit down the third base line. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Josh Rogers. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Stepping into the box, Josh Rogers. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Chopped weakly to the left. Braswell over to his left. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Yeah, it's only been a week, but I guess it probably feels like a million years ago since they had their last win.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Mobile Bay Bears and Richard Chang, the right-hander from Korea, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s, but one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low 3s in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things.
And the third baseman is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. So striding in, Josh Rogers, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Into the box, Bobby Friedman. He did his part yesterday afternoon as he cashed in with 3 hits in the losing effort. Chopped weakly to the left. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Digging in now, Josh Rogers, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runners are at the corners with one man out. And this is on the ground is short. Could be two. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Coming to the plate now, Josh Rogers. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and two gone here in the fifth. And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now. They have to find a way to get somebody on base and get this guy out of the stretch and make him a little bit uncomfortable. I mean, they're one strike away from being shut out through 5.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Bay Bears on top, 1-0. Digging in to try it again, Josh Rogers. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch on the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. And a big RBI there as the run scores from second to make this a 2-run game now.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
Runner goes for second. Pitch inside the throw, and he'll be tagged out at second base. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Derek Hedrick, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Has them down to their final strike here. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this. Throw on to first. He'll be in time, and the rally falls just short, as they will strand the possible tying runs in scoring position, and this ball game is over. 4-2 the final score tonight. The Mississippi Braves jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Richard Chang takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. George Castro. Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Mobile Bay Bears and the Mississippi. Adam Saucedo has the ball for the 5th game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fly ball out toward left center field. Story giving chase. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
Hey, he started the offensive production with a bang right there. That's the first hit of the game, and it's a good one, driving that ball to and over the wall for a ground rule double, and he's basically able to stroll into second base.
Rogers leads off second with nobody out. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out. Coming to the plate now, Bobby Friedman. And he could give his guys. if he can come through here. And he'll get back in safely. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Heading out toward shallow right.
Find the ball.
Allen is over a few steps as he puts it away for the first out. The tag, and they got him at third. It's a double play. Now batting, Josh Rogers. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hedrick moves over. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. So they load the bases on 3 hits, but can't bring anyone around to score.
Leading off with the Bay Bears.
In now, Derek Hedrick. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This game is rolling. We move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be.
So stepping in, Chet Braswell. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 1-2. This one's down to third. Fielded. And now a jump throw against his body. And a long throw across the diamond gets him. That's a nice play. Ready for another shot now. Russell Siger. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ground ball to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. The Bay Bears lead it 5-0. Ready once again, Josh Rogers. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Grounded back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Chalk up another on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Digging in, Danny Santana. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Rogers, base runner at first with 1 out. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen.
That was a mistake with location.
Into the box now, Josh Rogers. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important for them to possibly get back into this thing.
Line to shortstop. He's there to make the play, and that ends the inning. And tonight's comes to an end, 6-3 the final. The Mobile Bay Bears took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end.
A player is called to question by his manager on his recent base running performance. The player's been caught stealing an inordinate amount of times recently. Essentially, a red light is being issued here.
It's time for baseball now as the show's tour. Digging in, Josh Rogers. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Obviously, this is a pitcher's nightmare, but it's a manager's nightmare, too. It's only the first inning your starter has already given up 4 hits. The last one, an absolute frozen rope. The last thing he wants to do is get someone up in the pen, but he might not have any other choice.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Right side. First, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Standing in, Jimmy Meyer, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games.
One.
Attempt here. Rogers. Throw to first in time, and you got to question that decision as the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We move ahead to the top of the. Striding in once again, Josh Rogers. He reached on a single in his first try.
Come on, get there.
And there are 2 away now. The pitcher, David Pugh, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now,
1.
Attempt here. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. So coming to the plate, Geronimo Peralta.
Third baseman, Geronimo Peralta.
Here now the 2-2. Round to the left side. Rain in time to first, and there are 2 away. Ready for another chance. Josh Rogers. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Fly ball out to right field. Zavala is there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
And leading on for your Jackson Generals.
Ripped down the line. A dive, but he can't make the play, and it's down the left field line.
Well, the pitcher's got to respect that. Third baseman getting.
Stepping in, Ildemaro Vargas. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Ildemaro Vargas.
The 1-2. Rounded to third. This could be 2. There's 1. But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
Looked like that might be an inning-ending double play off the bat, but that was some great hustle to beat the throw at first. Keeps the inning alive, and more importantly, he gets an RBI because of it.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Danny Tyson. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Here's a high pop-up. Rogers is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits. Now at the plate, Josh Rogers. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. behind 0-2 now. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Vargas ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Stepping up now, Michael Zavala.
Right fielder, Michael Zavala.
Swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the fielder tough, kept the ice water, and didn't try and get too big.
And he will score ahead of the play, and that'll close the gap to 2. It's 6-4 now. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Tony Kennedy. But a single here could reduce it to only 1. The second for 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. The Braves hosted a 3-run first. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Settling in now, Josh Rogers. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. This is skied into short left center. Zavala sprinting after it, and the inning is over. So they get a man to second here in the top. Now in the box, Josh Rogers. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Lined into right, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
Runner breaks for third. Pitch inside. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Vargas is there. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
So striding forward now, Dan Rylander, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon. Stepping into the box, Elliot Cornell, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. The runner's breaking for home. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Josh Rogers. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. And there he goes towards second. Lifted in the air out to right. Cabrera moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. So a big moment here, and standing in, Josh Rogers. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Zavala on the move. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. At the plate, Josh Rogers. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. Here's the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Cabrera will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of it. The Stars of tomorrow get their shot in the limelight. Into the box now, Josh Rogers. And he'll put his 9-game hitting streak on the line in this one. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Cabrera ranging back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Digging in, Carlton Leffler, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here now the 2-2. This one's down to third. Rogers comes up with throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits. So here's the cleanup hitter, Josh Rogers. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground to third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ernest Cabrera. The 2-2. Grounded down the third baseline. Rogers to his right. And that's the second out. So digging in now, Josh Rogers. First pitch on its way. Shot weakly to the left. Peralta gonna have to hurry, and the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. Striding into the box, Christopher Negron. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. Popped him up. Rogers takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. Ready now, Josh Rogers. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. A bare hand for one. Relay to first in time. Now at the plate, Geronimo Peralta.
And leading off for the Generals,
Wind up and the 0-1. Sharp ground ball to third. Backhand. And a good throw gets him, 1 gone. At the plate, Josh Rogers. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
Welcome baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the early lead if he can come through here. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games. And that is through into left field. A base hit on to the third baseman, but it's off the mark. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Bobby Friedman. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Oh, but he thought better of it as he aborted the steal attempt and headed back to first. He'll try it again from first, and a step off. Rogers leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And now he's on the move again for second. In there, now the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. And the runner's breaking for third. And he'll step off.
Down.
But he gets back in time, safe at second base. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. So they pick up a run. Now at the plate, Josh Rogers. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. Striding in, Josh Rogers. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ground ball left side. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning. Offense apparently not hard to come. Now at the plate, Josh Rogers. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Zavala is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Digging in and looking for more, Josh Rogers. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Zavala waits on it. 2 gone. Nine to 6, the final tally in this one. The Jackson Generals crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th. It's time for baseball now. Jake Buchanan gets the call in Game 5 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Dan, D-Row, we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here today. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries. On to first, and he really paid the price. Coming to the plate now, Josh Rogers. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat. Lined hard toward right center. Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. Stepping up to the plate, Jimmy Meyer. He reached on a single in his first try.
Jimmy Meyer.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Digging in for his second at-bat, Tony Kennedy. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Tony Kennedy.
Now the 3-2 pitch.
1-1-1.
A bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single. At the plate, Josh Rogers, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Come on,
Hit out toward second. Vargas Ranges to his left. Throw gets him 2 down. Now to the plate, Danny Tyson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Danny Tyson.
Grounder down the line at third. And this scoots under his glove. Oh, what a time for that. And the second run will come across to score as they take the lead here 4-2.
Hey, even though we're
digging in once again, Josh Rogers. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On, he pops it up. In there, a base hit.
Take a turn. Look. Pick it up.
The relay, and he is safe at second base as he legs out a double.
Wow, he must be living right because he gets absolutely jammed. Thought we were going to see the bat splintered, but instead he muscles the ball to right for a double. Might get some heckles from his teammates, but no doubt he'll take it.
Stepping in, Shannon Navarro. Tamori on third. Rogers is over at second with 1 down in the inning. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Moving under it, Zavala. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And a relay to the plate. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly. Standing in, Bobby Friedman. He singled his last time up.
Friedman.
The 3-0. He lays off, and that's outside, ball 4. They're at the corners now here with 2 away.
And as a pitcher, that's always tough. Looked like he got a bad break on some of those calls, but he's got to learn that sometimes the calls don't go your way, and you've just got to move on. That's something that young pitchers can have a hard time with, though.
So striding in, Dan Rylander. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So 1 run on 1 hit, no error. Into the box, Danny Tyson. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. There's a line drive, base hit to left field, and he is in there.
That was actually a well-executed fastball in off the plate. Credit the offensive player. He smelled that coming, turned and burned.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Josh Rogers. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Cabrera is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Digging in now, Bobby Friedman, a hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. Now it's swinging a ground ball. This should do it. And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball.
A player new to his Double-A squad gets a tip from one of his coaches. coach offers guidance to a developing player.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Mississippi Braves and the Tennessee Smokies. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Josh Rogers, and their runners at the corners now.
Rogers.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike one to start the at-bat. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Here it comes, 0-2. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game. Stepping into the box, Shannon Navarro. He drove in 2 of their 3 runs in that ball game yesterday. Swing and a miss, and that's a much needed first out there. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, this team has high batting averages up and down the lineup. Just great approaches, consistent ABs from top to bottom. And that's the reason they've been so successful this year.
Bobby Friedman.
Here now the 2-2.
Dig.
He's got it. To second for 1, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. Coming to the plate now, Josh Rogers. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Drives it out to deep right center field. Pereira on the move. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Now batting, Thomas Hartman. He's been feeling pretty good about things recently as you see the numbers over his past tests. Dribbled up the line. And that finds its way through for a base hit. In now, Josh Rogers. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Round it. Find the ball. Round it.
Into center field. Line drive base hit.
Man, you smoked that.
Dan, this
thing.
guy's on
Attaboy.
fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Here it comes, the 3-0. But he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's first and second now with 1 away. So stepping in, Bobby Friedman.
The first baseman, number 22, Bobby Friedman.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Digging in to try it again, Dan Rylander. He singled his last time up.
Rylander.
Hard ground ball to third. Reined in. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Digging in, Felipe Oliveros. He reached on a single in his first try.
Oliveros.
Down the third base. Dive. He's up with it, the throw. And give it up on a phenomenal play to retire the side. They call it the hot corner for a reason. And this is a beauty to take us to break. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Ready for another shot now, Carlton Navarro, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hit on the ground to third. Rogers there. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one with just limited damage as the inning is into the box now. Josh Rogers.
Josh Rogers.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Ripped down the first base line. And that's by him down the line in right field toward the corner. The relay on to second, but he's in safely as a run will score on the play as well.
He was not messing around in that at-bat, looking for a first pitch fastball all the way, and that's exactly what he got. Nice job to rip it down the line and drive in a run at the same time. He'll feel good about that one.
Digging in, Shannon Navarro. Popped him up. And that's going to fall. A base hit.
Down.
I mean, that's a well-executed curveball right there. Pitcher does exactly what he wants to do. Gets the hitter out on his front foot, and he still finds a hole.
Ready once again, Bobby Friedman. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Rogers at second, Navarro at first, 1 gone. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. There's 1 on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Digging in, the switch hitter, Felipe Oliveros. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Felipe Oliveros.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Curveball ripped down the left field line. That's a fair ball. And this will find its way out near the 355 sign. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
That's how quickly things can change in this crazy game. The pitcher was upset about the call on the previous pitch, which could have been strike 3. Then he serves up 1 for a double. Good example of why you have to have a short memory in this game. You let those things get to you, and oftentimes they lead to more mistakes.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Rich Ferreira. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. The 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And he'll tag the runner coming by, at least make him throw it. And the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. On to the back. Standing in, Thomas Hartman.
Now batting, shortstop.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Forged to third. Played on the back. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So nothing happening this time around. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Mississippi's out in front, 7-4. Greg Cornelius has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Greg Cornelius.
So coming to the plate, Josh Rogers. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Shoots this one over to first. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Smoke that thing. Atta boy. Good job.
Striding in once again, Shannon Navarro.
Shortstop, Shannon Navarro.
Ready with the 0-1. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Bobby Friedman.
Got him.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Stepping in, Dan Rylander. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. Struck him out. Ready for another chance, Elliot Cornell.
Second baseman, Elliot Cornell. Make a turn,
Soft
pick up the
liner
ball.
toward first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlton Navarro. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 1-1. Hit down the third. The dive. He gathers the throw. And that's an incredible effort to get the second out of the inning. 7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. The Mississippi Braves jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked. The Stars of tomorrow get their. Eddie Butler will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of it.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So they get a man to second here in the. Stepping up now, Josh Rogers. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Slapped hard the opposite way. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
The second for one. Now at the plate, Josh Rogers. He singled his last time up.
Rogers.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Pereira is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out. Now in the box, Jay Ponce. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, they're coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially to do something productive.
On to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. One batter, 2. So striding forward now, Josh Rogers. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Cornell, the runner at second with 1 away. line drive to left. This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out.
The batter, catcher, Rick Felder.
On the ground toward the left. Navarro in the hole. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Mississippi took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Mississippi Braves and the Tennessee Smokies. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Stepping into the box, Josh Rogers. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Josh Rogers.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Hanneman is in pursuit, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And guys, taking a look at this.
Settling in now, Josh Rogers. He flew out in his last at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes, aggressive style. First pitch, base hit up the middle.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Shannon Navarro. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Popped him up. Hartman over to his right. 1 down. Digging in, Dan Rylander. He drew a walk his first time up. Tamori over at second. Rogers is over at first with 1 away. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
At the plate, Elliot Cornell.
The batter, second baseman, Elliot Cornell.
The set and the 2-1 pitch. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Rios has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. The relay, a tag, and he is out at second base. And a costly decision there as it's a double. Striding into the box, Felipe Oliveros. He reached on a single in his first try.
This game is rolling right along the middle innings with no score. By now, one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Josh Rogers. He singled his last time up.
Hard 90,
Hard
hard
to third.
90.
And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. So here's the cleanup hitter, Josh Rogers. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. From the stretch. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. Santana rounds third and is digging for the plate. Oh, and the tag will get him at home plate as that keeps the ball game.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
Time of the ball.
It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the minors continues with a stop in the Southern League. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Mississippi Braves and the Tennessee Smokies. It's Jen Ho Tseng, a Taiwan native, gets the starting nod. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs.
In to score is the runner from third. It's a 2-0 ball game. In now, Rich Pereira. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Smokies, right fielder, Rich Pereira.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. 1-1 attempt here. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, the one thing that jumps out at me is the fact that.
So digging in now, Josh Rogers.
Third baseman,
First offering on its way.
Rogers.
Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. And here's a ball hit in the air. Pereira sprinting after it, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Pereira has a read on it, makes the play, 1 away. Ready now, Felipe Oliveros. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Oliveros.
Softly on a line to third, but little trouble handling this one down there at third, as that will end the inning. Now at the plate, Josh Rogers. He flew out in his last at bat.
Rogers.
Here comes the first pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Grounded to short. Oliveros fields it cleanly. Throw gets him, 2 down. Now at the plate, Josh Rogers. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set. Here it comes.
Come on,
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Fielded cleanly, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is. Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. Mississippi jumped out to an early. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the. Striding in, Josh Rogers, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Rogers.
He's set, and the pitch.
Run it
Hit out
out
towards second. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Now at the plate, Rich Pereira, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. Popped him up. Navarro has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Coming to the plate now, Josh Rogers. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. The windup and the 0-1. chopped weakly to the left. Sanchez scoops it up. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. Stepping up to the plate, Josh Rogers.
Josh Rogers.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are two aboard now.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes it's a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Come on,
Ground
get there, get
ball
there.
right side. Reined in to second for one. The relay back to the pitcher, covering in time to double him up.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with two on and nobody out.
At the plate, Josh Rogers. He singled his last time up.
Rogers.
First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to center field. And he will get there, as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. Mississippi leads it 5-0. Now to the plate, Josh Rogers. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Rogers.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit well on the ground to first. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Digging in and looking for more, Thomas Hartman.
The shortstop.
Holmes stands at second with no outs. Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
9-1 is the way this one ends. Mississippi took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Adam Saucedo notches his 3rd win of the year as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Randy Rosario was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the
After trying this player out in a new role, his team likes what they've seen. The most direct road to the show is not always the one that was first envisioned. recent position change has this player reassessing his developmental goals.
So it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter coming on now with a runner at first and one gone.
Third baseman, number 24, Josh Rogers.
Now a swing going. Look out over in the third base dugout as that thing nearly took out half the coaching staff. Popped him up early in foul ground. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. Scott Bernal has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
The start. Warren Quick is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, one of the keys to this guy is throwing strikes. He's not a big strikeout pitcher, only averages less than 7 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. So he's more of a pitch to contact guy, and you'll know if he's on early. He needs to get quick outs early in counts.
Josh Rogers.
This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Yeah, this is what I would call one of those good news, bad news scenarios. The good news is that he didn't have to face the cleanup man.
At the plate, Joaquin Santos, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. Now the 1-1 pitch. Oh, what a stop. To first in time.
That was a great defensive.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Josh Rogers. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Line towards center field. Rose is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Absolutely jump all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Digging in once again, Josh Rogers. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. And he's safe.
That's why they call it a game of adjustments right there. The batter has to feel good about what he just did. Swung and missed at the first changeup, got it again, and was able to get himself a knock.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Shannon Navarro. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Ready on 0-2. And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So it's 1 run on 2 base hits, 1 error in the inning, and a couple of men left. 5 innings complete. Mississippi's out in front, 3-0. Josh Rogers will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. But the feed to the second baseman is a wide one. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Runner goes. Now he'll step off. And he is out on the tag.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
And tonight's final, 7-3. Mississippi took the lead in the 2nd inning. Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor. Lewis Kemp, a Pennsylvania-born lefty, gets the ball to start here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down. Limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
And it's in time. He's out at second as a good relay gets him.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up today. And, guys, this team took it on the chin last year.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, David Cortez.